After nearly 2 years of light travel due to the pandemic, people are hitting the roads today, the busiest travel day of the year. WYMT's Zach Hawk has been keeping an eye on traffic on Interstate 75 in London. And Zach, it was just rush hour. How are things looking for anyone about to head out?
Yeah, Steve, so when we spoke, rush hour was just getting underway around 4. And over the last 2 hours, to be honest, I've seen pretty much the same kind of open conditions. Traffic's moving right along. But I am starting to hear from a few people in the area that things are really slowing down to the south and north of London. In particular, the stretch between London and Corbin can be bad where the speed drops for a construction zone. And then north of London, I'm hearing it gets really slow around Richmond. Kentucky Transportation Cabinet officials remind drivers to be alert for new traffic patterns after all of the recent construction, and law enforcement remind people to be prepared for anything on a long drive.
Have a plan, make sure your cell phone's charged up, make sure you got a lot of gas, because there could be an accident on the interstate that could shut the interstate down for hours.
Those same transportation officials told me that they are expecting traffic to pick up this evening, honestly, probably right around now. So anyone heading out for a busy evening or for their holiday plans should leave themselves plenty of time. Live in London, Zach Hawk, WYMT, Mountain News. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Zach, thank you very much. At least it's dry weather out there for all those travelers tonight. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on conditions, and we'll let you know if we hear of any major problems out there. Hopefully that will not happen, though. Another major roadblock for travelers, gas prices are spiking at a time when 48 million people are expected to hit the roads for Thanksgiving. The average price for gasoline is now $3.40 a gallon. It's typically a little less here. That's 62%, though, more than last year. Folks at the pump say they are definitely feeling it, whether it's for business or personal reasons. People are finding themselves under budget pressure from the new costs of driving. The more they pay at the pump, of course, the less they have to spend elsewhere.
It gets really personal, yes. It gets kind of rough trying to get gas and, just getting your everyday, normal stuff you need for your household.
The federal government reports prices have not been this high since 2012. The president yesterday announced the release of emergency oil reserves. The White House calls the release of 50 million barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve the biggest in U.S. history.
Like Zach and Steve were talking about just a second ago, weather's been fine for travel so far, and that's led to plenty of cars working down I-75 today at London. You saw Zach there live just a second ago. Beautiful sunset behind him, by the way. You see that going down there on our I-75 time-lapse camera at London. Now, excuse the glitch there at the end. We saw one little area of some heavier traffic a little bit earlier on, but things have been moving rather smoothly, at least at this location, not far from the London exit there. So just something to keep an eye on if you are traveling up and down 75 over the next couple of days. Temperatures still in the 50s at the moment, though a few upper 40s, even mid 40s. Look at Jacksboro at 45. It's 43 Jonesville working into the region. Now satellite and radar showing a few of those clouds beginning to work on into the region. So we've gone through the daytime hours today, so mostly cloudy skies building in overnight ahead of our frontal boundary with temperatures in those upper 30s. I'll have the latest on when we finally get those showers that we've been talking about in the region coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Deputies in Logan County, West Virginia say they received a number of complaints about thefts in the Buffalo Creek area. Deputies say Lloyd Stephen Browning was arrested in connection with 3 separate incidents, one involving thousands of dollars worth of items being stolen from a home during a break-in, another involving a Kia Optima which was stolen out of someone's driveway, and another vehicle which was broken into but was not stolen after an unsuccessful attempt to hotwire it. Browning is being held in the Southwest Regional Jail. Well, many of us are making those last-minute preparations for our Thanksgiving meals, something that can be challenging if you are expecting a large crowd. But as WYMT's Dakota Makris shows us, one Eastern Kentucky school district is going above and beyond to put a hot meal on many tables this holiday.
Preparing 1,000 meals.
It's just a good feeling to know that although we're going home to our families to sit down, we can feel good that other people that may not have had meals will have them.
Staff at Perry County Schools working Wednesday morning to feed more than 800 people.
Years ago, when our superintendent first came into his position, he just felt like it would be a good idea for us to work with the community to provide meals to anyone who may not have it. We saw a need.
Last year, the pandemic prevented them from providing meals.
This is the first year that we're actually having families pick up. In the past, all meals have been delivered by community partners or school staff. The majority of them will be the same this year.
But this year, some will drive around Perry County Central High School to get their food to go.
It's gratifying, of course, you know, and you feel really good that you can help other people. And they're always thankful to have it and appreciative.
Serving up fresh turkey and dressing along with other classic sides. In Perry County, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News.
If you are interested in a meal, you can call the Perry County Board of Education at 606-439-5813 for more information and to sign up. Maple Street Church of God in Hazard is hosting a free children's Christmas party this Saturday, November 27th. The event, Appalachian Christmas, begins at 11 a.m. and will run until after 1 p.m. Newborns up to 16 years old are welcome to stop by and receive a free Christmas present.
And when they come through, they'll just find, like, boys age 8. We'll go to that table and let them pick out whatever wrapped gift they want, and they can put it in their bag and take it home and put it under their tree. Or if they want to open it up here, that's fine too. We love it when they open them up here.
Stockings will also be available throughout the day, and the child must be present to receive the gifts. 'Tis the season for giving, and Kentucky State Police troopers are asking you to do just that. Since 2010, Cram the Cruiser has contributed more than 2 million pounds of food to families in need across the Commonwealth. The food drive, which began yesterday and runs through December 6th, invites people to donate non-perishable items at participating drop-off points to help give those in need something to eat this winter.
2020, due to COVID, we weren't able to have Cram the Cruiser. So our goal this year is to bring it back and to raise as much as possible. We understand we live here in this community. We understand that people in the community have been hit hard with jobs lost and COVID. So we're just trying to do our part.
Post 9 is accepting donations at South Williamson Food City and the Post location in Coal Run. Other Post drop-off locations can be found on our website. A unique business in Laurel County is striking a chord with Eastern Kentuckians. WYMT's Chas Jenkins sat down with the owner of DLC Custom Guitars to find out more.
Beginning back in 2019, turning a passion into a business.
Word got out, I started making sales, and it got to the point where, all right, do I do this full-time job that I'm already working at, or do I do what I actually enjoy doing? And it's obvious what I picked.
A string of successes, despite a number of hurdles.
Since the pandemic started, I feel like music sales in general have went up because people have been at their house and I guess they got bored. So like, oh, I want to learn to play an instrument.
Keeping it going, not showing any signs of slowing down.
When you love what you do, it's like you still work every day. You're actually constantly working, whether you're in the shop or if you're doing social media, making videos, working on orders, making orders, all that stuff.
Hoping to someday expand his business into a factory.
Not only will it provide more jobs here in London, I feel like it will, but it'll also help put me on the map even more so. That way I can have more guitar builds out.
Sending a message to everyone starting their own business.
You have to have that determination to run your business because you don't have a boss saying, hey, here's the work you got for this week. You just go do it. You don't think twice about it. You just do it, right? But now it's like, oh crap, it's all me.
A luthier, amped to share his craft with the region. In Laurel County, Chas Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Those interested in seeing Jackson's process or ordering a guitar themselves can go to the business's Facebook page. London officials are hard at work preparing for a weekend full of holiday cheer. As part of Small Business Saturday, those with London Downtown are hosting the Mistletoe Market, giving those in the region a chance to do their Christmas shopping locally. President Jason Burton says they have a variety of vendors lined up for the event.
Every dollar spent locally helps out your local friends, people you know, businesses in the area. So that's why we feel like it's important. Small Business Saturday is something London Downtown has participated in for many years.
The Mistletoe Market takes place this Saturday at the London Community Center from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in downtown Pikeville as city officials and business owners plan for some post-Thanksgiving fun this weekend. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about Winterfest and what it brings to the downtown scene.
The streets are decked.
Christmas is a time in Pikeville that we take great pride in. We work very hard all year long preparing for it. And I hope you see the fruits of that in the downtown area especially.
And the park is prepped.
Really designed it to be a very traditional, small town, rural type feeling.
As the city of Pikeville lights up to celebrate the holiday season.
And we have been working with the fire department and utility management group, UMG. Those men work so hard, tirelessly, to put up the decorations to help make downtown beautiful.
But it is not just about how they are decorating. It is about what they are doing, with a host of activities to kick off the holly jolly season.
So we have a plethora of things planned for the downtown through Christmas.
With ice skating, a Christmas storybook walk, letters to Santa, and a tree lighting. All kicking off on Shop Small Saturday.
We're making this day an exciting time for shopping local,
including a scavenger hunt and a red bag event to offer downtown dollars as a Shop Small incentive.
The Main Street program works really hard fundraising to give back to the merchants. So the merchants aren't out anything.
Aiming to put a little extra back into the community.
Christmas season is so important to our businesses and their ability to kind of weather the year and what's been a tough time because of the pandemic.
As shoppers find things to put under the tree. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Shop Small Saturday kicks off at 10 a.m. and the first 100 people to hit the red bag booth will get 10 downtown dollars to spend at their favorite local store, leading up to the tree lighting ceremony at 5:30. Now, for a full timeline of events, you can dash on over to our website.
Well, if you're deep frying the turkey for tomorrow, you might want to keep an eye on the radar. Of course, you should do it outside. I'll have the latest on when the rain moves into the region straight ahead.
And a massive park complex is coming to the city of Richmond.